Who's this beautiful woman?
A-lin.
Do I know? No, I don't recognize
her. Her name's A-lin.
A-lin. I don't know her.
Yeah, A-lin.
I don't know her.
You're in for a treat.
The piano player's just wearing headphones. Really nice. Really nice. Really nice.
没结果的话，会完整的牵挂。
Is this Mandarin? Yeah.
Yeah.
我们学会许多说法来掩饰。
But it's pretty casual sounding. No?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like it sounds like poppy, like
Yeah.
not overly enunciated.
不同的伤疤，因为我会想起你。
Whoa, what a key change or a chord change.
There is a key change.
Is it a key change?
Yeah, there is a key change.
But what a random place to do it.
I think it went from minor to a major.
But to the chorus? That's the chorus, right?
Is that a chorus or
因为我
pre-chorus?
会想
Oh,
起你，我害怕面对自己，我的意志总被寂寞吞噬，因为你总会提醒，过去总不会过去。
How have you never showed me this before?
Showing you now.
This is a really lovely female singer.
Yes.
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 有种真爱不是我的。
What is with the key changes?
Minor
oh,
again.
minor to major.
Major back to
That's
minor.
weird.
So the chorus is major. Yeah, yeah.
That's weird. It's like very extreme. Dude, she's like has more of a Western pop style. I don't mean country and Western, obviously, but just tonally, vibrato, stylistically, riff and run, all of it feels really familiar.
Yeah. Totally.
Why have you not shown this to me? I'm not being like obtuse. I'm saying like, why have you waited until so long?
Well, I haven't really waited. It's just,
Is she not popular?
she is. She is quite popular.
Okay.
我们学会许多手法来掩饰不同的伤疤，因为我会想起你，我害怕面对自己，我的意志总被寂寞吞噬，因为你总会提醒，过去总不。
Is this her song?
Is it?
I don't know if this one is.
Is it a cover?
I'll look it up.
Like she, to me, I don't know her story, maybe you do, but this is she seems very Western influenced to
She
me.
is. She's always been like that. And it is a cover.
Okay.
Yeah, it's covered.
Does it always have the crazy minor to major thing?
Well, you will see 4 performances.
Oh yeah, we're doing a comparison.
So
Not a lot of females dig in this way.
no,
I think you've held out on me.
I've been
No, I
saving
do,
it.
because like I just feel like there was a chunk of time there where it seemed like I only liked dude singers, and I feel like you screwed me by not showing me this.
But to be fair, like she had some really big hits earlier on, and then she was kind of quiet for a bit. So
Okay.
I guess like out of sight, out of mind.
Okay,
But
okay.
she's
She's
always
still
been
popular.
really
No,
good.
she is still popular.
Yeah, she's still
Very
popular.
What's her name again?
A-lin.
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 A-L-I-N.
L-I-N.
Oh, A-lin.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
因为你总会提醒，请忘不得到世界，有些幸福不是我的。
And she's really beautiful.
走心来，收放自如哈。
不是我的。
Damn.
你还记得吗？记忆的炎夏，我终于没选择的分岔，最后又有谁到达？
So to my Western ear, if I heard this out of the context of our show, I don't even know that I would guess that this is Mandarin.
Wow.
Because it is so softened, the occlusion is so softened that I think I would be like, I don't even know what I would have
She's
guessed.
Taiwanese, so maybe that's why, you know,
Is it-
people in the
is it-
south. People in the south usually have less accent on the.
So is this well
occlusion.
understood though?
Yes.
Clearly
yeah.
understand what she's saying.
Our Mandarin accent is softer than the people in the north of China.
Okay. This was really nice. And her choices are very like Western pop. Like I hear Mariah Carey in here. I hear Ariana Grande in here. I hear. She's beautiful. Yeah, I would like to see more from her.
Yeah, let me show you more of her.
A-lin.
Yeah. On to the next.
So this is clearly older.
你还记得吗？
Okay,
记忆的炎夏。
so I really am drawn more to the tone, attack, vibe, everything. Like I've heard all of 4 words, and I just know that my preference taste. I'm not commenting yet on skill or anything, but my taste is the first girl.
Okay.
Was this the original artist?
Yes, this
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
original singer.
yeah. I'm guessing because it's
Older?
Older, yeah, older.
散落在风中的一阵花，雪花的灯里闪耀。
Now, this is less edited, if edited at all. That was very accurate passage, moving through those notes. There is a ton of artistry in here in the way she is delivering those phrases. So please keep that in mind. I'm being extremely honest and transparent as to why I prefer the first take. It's because it's like it's my world. But this singer is clearly skilled. That is also apparent already.
没结果的花，未完成的牵挂，我们学会许多说法来掩饰不同的伤疤。
What is this topic?
Look up the lyrics while you keep listening.
How do you guys not know? Like, I feel like if there was a song,
Like read me on the videos that you show.
but are you not hearing what she's saying?
It's harder for me to hear her pronunciation. I think Mandarin
Really?
is not her first language. Yeah.
You know, maybe that's why, we talked about this, how Chinese videos usually have lyrics written on the screen.
Yes, they do. Well,
Maybe, it's really hard for us to just listen to the words and know what the song means without reading it.
I don't know if I'm being unfair to you guys.
I don't know if it's true. Do you think it's true?
I think it's true. Sometimes you think they're singing one word, but it's actually a different word.
Because in Western music video, for example, there's
Yeah.
never really lyrics on the screen. No subtitle.
Yeah.
But Chinese, every one of them have it.
Why? Is it because different sounds mean several different things? Like, I don't really understand
Yeah.
why.
Actually, the same sound can mean several.
That's what I
different
meant.
things.
Yeah, sorry.
Exactly. No, you got it.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
why.
well, the reason I asked that at this point is because her delivery energetically is treating the verse very different than the first singer did. And I'm not just talking about style or artistic style. She's very casually, these lines seem to me like blah, 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 da, 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 da. So I just thought, like, what can these lyrics mean that these two singers can still bring this song to life with such different takes on whatever it's saying in this verse?
因为我会想起你，我害怕面对自己，我的意志总被寂寞吞噬。
Yeah, anything? Anybody want to share anything about the lyrics?
Yeah, so right now she's just saying that, she still loves this person, but she's afraid that she doesn't have the willpower to
Keep on loving him?
leave him.
To leave him.
Yeah.
因为你总会提醒，过去总不会过去，有种真爱不是我的。
So her artistic interpretation, which, do we know if she wrote this or if that she was the original artist?
She was the original singer, but she didn't write it. No.
So how interesting is that to hear like the more heavy, dramatic take of the first singer, and this one is almost approaching it. I think I used this comparison recently. I'm not going to say that this singer sounds like Jewel, but it sounds like the late 90s, early 2000s thing that singers did where the expression was more like cute or subtle, or I don't know, it's less thick and less connected. It's a little bit more, I wouldn't go so far as to say staccato, but a little bit more of a chatty, choppy delivery. I'm tracking back a little bit. She kind of goes up into her head voice for one syllable. It's a very, very different interpretation. And I don't think, did it go minor major?
Again, yes.
It did? It did?
Yes.
因为你总会提醒，过去总不会过去。
She's very interesting to me because you're telling me she grew up in Asia, right?
I don't know. That's weird too. She started as an actress first.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Because, okay, that might explain it a little bit in that her vibrato is not traditionally like anything from current Chinese singers, nor, what is this, 20 years old, 15 years old, 10 years old?
A lot of years, for sure.
Well, whatever it is not reflective of the trend, which is the deeper vibrato. It's actually very fast and very shallow, kind of more bird-like.
That's her style. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but I'm saying not influenced by what was happening around her.
2002.
2002, so 21 years old. Very delicate. Her name's, why does it say Karen? Oh, what's her name?
That's her name, Karen.
Oh,
Karen Mo.
Mo?
Last name is Mo.
Cool.
结果的花，
Are those lyrics?
未完成的牵挂。我们学会许多说法来掩饰不碰的伤疤，因为我会想起你，我害怕面对自己，我的意志。
Well, what did I say? Late 90s, early 2000s. This was definitely more of a trend in my world. This style. I just want to say one more thing. I guess what I'm getting at is the first singers more would fit into the category. I used to hate this title. I used to kind of roll my eyes when people said this. But the first singer to me sits more in like the diva category.
Yes.
Whereas this sits more in the
narrative
singer-songwriter
yeah.
Again, she doesn't have an instrument in her hand, but I just picture Jewel kind of like strumming a chord and like saying a few sentences. And it's not about being like, I'm a singer.
She's not a big belty singer.
Yeah, nor are her artistic choices or details showy. It's just like there. Which doesn't mean that it's not artistic, and it doesn't mean that people can't get addicted to it. It's just not that diva thing. Like her choice to go up, like yodel up on that one note, is a very her thing. It's a very specific to her artistic choice. So she definitely has a style. Like yodeling or da 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 da. Yodel. Da da da.
Yeah.
Well, she does it every time consistently. Like that's definitely the vibe. This is a little bit inaccurate, but however, it's live and it's live. I don't know what else to say.
Definitely.
Did this woman have much of a artistic career, or was she more of an actress?
I just looked it up. She's actually a mix.
Yeah.
Did you know?
I just looked it up.
Yeah, she's like
half Chinese.
Quarter German and quarter Persian.
Yeah.
Weird.
Her father is
Interesting.
half Welsh and half Chinese. Wow. Interesting.
How-
And she was actually a pop diva, it says.
Yeah.
Oh.
First, before she was an actress.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that
Interesting.
when we get into terms like that, just like anything,
Yeah.
they're so subjective
Yeah.
to who is using it. I mean, this song, if this song was, so this is the funny thing about the term pop music. I think a lot of people say the term pop music without even really realizing that pop is short for popular. So pop has kind of two branches when you think about the definition of pop music. One is kind of like Britney Spears, or like that sound with the drums and the whatever, that sound of pop music. Today it's more of a dancey sound. But when you really extrapolate pop into popular, basically whatever is trending, whatever the masses, what is popular with the masses, can be considered pop. So the word can be used as to describe a sound, but the word is also used to describe simply what is the masses are happening to enjoy, which could be more rocky at the time, which could be more dancey at the time, which could be more yeah at the time. Who knows? While I have appreciation for this performance, to me, I feel like watching a lady in a pencil skirt that somebody has forced her to be an artist, but she's not really wanting to. She'd rather like work at a desk. A little bit.
That kind of vibe?
Well, I don't know. Like
Okay.
when the music pauses, she's like she's not really.
Let's see if your head is cut off in
Oh,
the
wait, was
shot.
it? No, I was mostly there.
Okay,
I just feel like she's like, my turn again. Okay. Like, I don't know. Like, who did we watch earlier? What's that guy's name?
Sun Nan.
Yeah, like if you watch him, like his body's like in the art and he's like moving through it. She's like there. She's like a little baby bird, like doing her part.
She's only doing a storytelling
Yeah,
version of the song.
like I say, it's. I'm not taking away from her artistry. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. It's a different the way she embodies it is very casual, but yeah, I don't know. Or maybe to me feels a little disconnected. That doesn't mean she is.
希望我得到世界，有些幸福不是我的。
She actually sounds nervous.
I think she is. She looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think that it's just occurring to me that she's not
Maybe not rehearsed.
well, or just it's a big crowd, or maybe it's one of the first times she's done the tune, or I don't know.
She's a big artist.
No,
she's
but this is earlier on in her career, though, right?
I don't think it's that
No?
early. No.
But you said it was
She's a veteran in the industry.
by this point.
Of course, she debuted like really early.
Like in the 90s.
Yeah.
有些幸福不是我的。
That's the sound of nervous, though. Or tired or winded.
I think at this point in her career, belting is probably not her comfort zone. So when she had to do it, she
Was she
probably
ever?
missed the note. She's never, but I think you're right in that this is uncomfortable for her because her later songs, like the most recent ones, there's not a lot of belting. I think she was in control of her.
I thought she was
musical
always
journey.
doing the airy, just like a storytelling
Yeah, so
narrative.
this song is uncomfortable for her because there's some big notes that she had
It's
to
a
hit.
hard song for her.
Well,
Yeah.
she's getting. That's the funny thing is she's mostly nailing and pulling off the bigger notes. But I still feel the discomfort around it for some reason.
Yeah.
But again, this is a funny direction I've taken this in because I think she's perfectly fine. But that's just, some performers you watch and they're in it and they love it. This is like, I don't feel her loving it. I feel her doing it though. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's the end.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
你还记得吗？记忆的炎夏，我终于没选择的分岔，最后又有谁到达？谢谢。
Well, I don't know really what to say. I thought it was interesting.
Do you want to read the lyrics?
Oh, sure. Is this kind of Englishified?
Yeah, translated it.
Do you still remember the scorching summer in our memories, okay? What once scattered in the wind has evaporated and the clamor has turned hoarse. Oof, these translations are a little difficult. Flowers without outcomes, lingering feelings left undone. We've learned many phrases to conceal different scars. Okay. I think she's basically saying she's really reflecting back on past memories of her life with this person. Because I'll think of you, I'm afraid to face myself. My willpower always devoured by my loneliness. So she's basically saying, I think she's contemplating why she's staying with this person and if she should stay with this person because this sentence, my willpower always devoured by my loneliness, to me, even though this translation is a little weird, I think she's saying that I don't want to be alone, so maybe I'm staying just to not be alone, possibly. Because you always remind me that the past never really passes. There's a kind of true love that isn't mine. I mean, to say that kind of indicates to me that she doesn't know if this love is for her, both because she's unsure and perhaps the universe, she's not sure if the universe has given it to her or not. If I had never loved you, I wouldn't have lost myself. The stinging of longing pins me to my place. So she's saying she's frozen in place by how deeply she longs for this person. And I think this line, if I had never loved you, I wouldn't have lost myself. Even though that reads as a negative, I have a feeling that's in the translation, and I think that she's probably saying, you know, if I'd never loved you, I never would have broken open, perhaps. Because you'll always remind me, even though I gain the world, some happiness isn't mine. So I think she's very conflicted. She's very conflicted. Do you still remember the scorching summer in our memories? Finally, at that diverging path where I have no choice, who will reach the end? She's unsure, right?
On to the next.
Whoa, that's beautiful. Yeah, this is a very Western pop R&B take with the why can't I find the stupid word?
没结果的花，未完成的牵挂。我们
So just I actually quite like this style of vibrato. So just so you guys know, because I'm always commenting on vibrato, this is a vibrato that I quite relate to. How's her Mandarin?
She is
Good.
very,
Is it?
very good.
Good,
Very
yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I
Better
want to
than
do it.
mine. Better than ours.
No.
If I closed my eyes, I wouldn't even have known. Yeah.
Yeah, she's from South Africa.
Oh,
Damn.
neat. That's really neat. So how did she get involved in this show?
She moved to China to study Chinese
Wow.
very early with her family, I think. I
How
don't know.
interesting. I have to tell you, Jay, this is such a satisfying moment because I've argued with you for so long that you could Western popify a Mandarin song
Yeah.
and riff it up because you can.
Yes.
And you guys just said it was fully understandable.
Yes.
It's almost like I was right. But let's keep listening.
All right.
我害怕面对自己，
I would like to cover a song in this way.
我的
Listen to all those riffs and runs. Can you still understand her?
Yes, yes.
Ah. Minor thing going, so that's obviously baked into the song. Again, very, very Western style riffs, something like JJ, but even more R&B, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so does this appeal to you guys? Does this appeal to the audience? Or does this, because let me get this all out. What I've been learning from you and this entire experience is that a lot of the things I pointed out about stylistically about a lot of the Chinese singers, that I was like, oh, like, you know, we could kind of tweak this. I realized that they're doing it very much on purpose because that's what the sound is. That's what is pop. That's what's popular there. That's what the fans and listeners love. So is this, in fact, not as nice to the average Chinese listener, or is it like fine? Or like, where does this sit in that world? Or none of the above, and you either like it or you don't like it?
I think you either like it or you don't. I like it. I like it.
But you live in the West.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of her and her more R&B, particularly Western R&B sound? Do you like it? Do you wish it was more, had more of the familiar stylizations that you guys hear from the other artists you love? What do you think?
I'm sure younger people love this.
Yes.
But I'm not sure if older
That seems
people,
like a fair guess.
I don't know if older people.
I feel like older people might say the same thing they say here when Christina Aguilera was big. Ugh, it's just too many notes and just say the word already. Ugh.
Right.
That's how I feel people were when riffing got more popular in the mainstream here. Our parents were like, just say the word already. You don't need 10 notes in this word. So maybe that's how? I don't know. She's also choosing what we could call like some blue notes.
Yeah, she modified.
She's
some of
like
the-
bending and choosing some different notes, which
Yeah.
I like. Well, that was really neat for me. That was really, really neat because that satisfied a curiosity that I've had for a long time. You didn't like it?
No, I loved it.
You loved it.
It felt like she has so much more freedom. Like,
Yeah.
I would almost bet that if she ever repeats the song, like
It
she
wouldn't be
will
the
not be
same.
the same.
No, and I'm drawn to that too. But I want to say that I still really like the first singer. They are really, really apples and oranges, though. Really, really apples and oranges because this is so Western inspired.
Yeah.
And I think I said the first singer was Western inspired, and she was.
But this is even more.
This is full on. Did you like her? This girl?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I like both the first one and this one.
Me
But
too.
for different reasons, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
one
know
she-
she will change up the rhythms and she would change up the.
But is
the
there more
melodies.
from her?
Probably not. She's like a new artist that just.
I just am fascinated. I think because as a Westerner who embarrassingly knows no Mandarin, it's really neat to know, like if she's from South Africa, we know it's not her first language,
Yeah.
but I'm fascinated by the fact that both of you said her Mandarin was
Really good.
Pretty spot on, yeah.
really good, and the fact that she was still able to pull in the Western style. For me, that just interests me because you and I have had so many discussions of, is it even possible? And the reason I'm saying this is because it's always been my craving to hear this language more interspersed with the more familiar stylings to me. And you've always kind of been like, I don't know if that's a thing. So
Depends on the songwriting too.
well, on the songwriting and also how accountable someone is holding a singer to a traditional style and to traditional enunciation. So I'm not saying haha. You know, I did say that earlier, but I'm not. I understand the line, Jay. I understand the line, but that was incredibly satisfying for me to just experience, the Mandarin language and truly as Western style as it could possibly. Like, there's nothing missing. That's a Western R&B pop song style with the language. So for me, that was so like it. I would use the word enthralling. That was really, really neat for me.
Okay, on to the next.
Is it a dude? I'm always here for the drama. I knew it. I knew you'd do this to me.
你还记得吗？记忆里的炎夏，散落在风中的一阵发，喧哗的都已沙哑。没结果的花，未完成的牵挂，我们学会许多说法来掩饰不碰的伤疤。因为我会想起你，我害怕面对自己，我的意志总被寂寞吞噬。因为你总会提醒，过去总不会过去，有种真爱不是我的。没结果的花，未完成的牵挂，我们学会许多说法来掩饰不碰的伤疤。因为我会想起你。
Well, firstly, I love his cape. I think I like his style here.
He always has a cape, eh?
Well, he's an interesting fashion sense. I also think it's interesting that usually when JJ, when we're looking at a bunch of artists, usually I get to comment on how his Mandarin sounds the most chill.
Yeah.
But now it isn't the most chill.
Okay.
Now, compared to the last singer, I'm like, oh, this seems extra enunciated, but it isn't. Just because hers was so
Direct comparison.
fluid. Yeah. Now, vocally, you know, it's JJ. I don't know, like, he's making some really, really beautiful. This is neat, too, to hear him last, because I've now heard the original. Mm-hmm. I've heard someone do an R&B thing with it. Mm-hmm. The first girl was kind of like a nice, just like standard pop diva kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. So I can now know the song well enough to know where he's deviating in his own artistic way, which is just so freaking tasty to me. Like, I just think his decisions are such a beautiful amalgamation of his own artistry, as well as just so cravingly palatable for any listener. Anyway. Is that girl a rapper?
No.
The purple hair?
You've seen her. Ame. She was more of a traditional styled.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Like,
she
had the
looks
big
like
vibrato.
oh, well, she looks like Lil Kim or something. Like her style
No,
is very
she's
like.
not a rapper. No.
因为你总会提醒，过去总不会过去，有种真爱不是我的。
You know what else I think about JJ is he's such a cool combination of doing the late 90s, early 2000 flexes that vocalists do and somehow still staying really current. JJ, please watch this video and answer this question. I need you to tell me your top 3 influences. I know one of them is Michael Jackson, but I'm dying to know who else he listened to.
I know the other one, Jackie Chan.
Oh yeah, because
In his earlier years.
Fine. I will add an addendum. I would like to know your 3 top Chinese influences and your 3 top Western influences, and I'm assuming Jackie Chung is one over here and Michael Jackson is one over here, but I would like to know who else fits in both of those seats. I'm dying to know.
假如我不曾爱你，我不会失去自己，想念的刺钉住我的位置，因为你总会提醒，尽管我知道世界冒险，
I love him.
幸福不是我的。
I find too that JJ performs from his fingertip to his toes. Like, look at his stance. He's like standing in a very particular way. He opened the song with his hands doing handy things. And if you watch his hands around, he performs his whole body. Like, he's completely in it. As again, if you compare this style of performance to the second singer, who is the original artist, she's very not body. She's just more like, I'm here to do my job. He is like in it.
就算我知道世界有限，幸福不是。你还记得吗？记忆的印象，我犹豫没选择的方向，最后又有谁？ 到达。
Well,
What's your favorite?
don't ask me that.
You have to pick one.
No, you pick.
What?
Will you pick yours first?
This is so tough.
What's your
This
pick?
one's
Do you
really
have a
tough.
pick?
I would go with I do.
What's your pick?
But it's all for different reasons.
Do you
though.
pick Mo?
No, I actually picked the first one.
Do you?
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was it just connected me.
Can
with
we
the song.
hear the beginning one, a little piece of it again?
Okay.
And the contrast was
It's the
huge.
first time we ever do that.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
just want to get because this was so.
Okay, all right. Let's listen to this again.
你还记得吗？
It is beautiful.
She's more emotive.
雨的炎夏，散落在风中的
Also a performer.
Yeah.
的冬
You know what?
Hands.
I have my pick.
沙哑。
You pick her too?
I pick her because you know what? I know the South African girl really flexed her skills, but she's not as emotive as A-lin. I think A-lin was more emotional to me.
And I'm thinking that which version would I want to go back and listen to? It would be this one. It really connected me with the song. Whereas Mo, she's a fantastic, amazing singer. and I really loved her style and everything in the song. But if there was no number one, I would pick Mo.
And you know what? Even I know, of course, JJ is a super singer, but remember how he started the song?
Mm-hmm.
He was like doing movements that's not really related to the lyrics or to the meaning of the song. I feel like he was like, okay, here I am. I'm a superhero. I'm coming. Pia, 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 right? Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
So, yeah, that's why I think A-lin would be my pick this time.
But that's us. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I don't know that it matters really.
That's not fair. You tricked us.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed everybody.
That's true.
I actually like this song.
Yeah.
I really liked the first girl too. But fuck, I don't know.
Skill-wise?
I don't know, like
Yeah.
I think I agree with you in that if somebody said like I need someone to give me a qualification of what the metric is. Like if it's just simply like the performance I enjoyed the most, I'm actually shocked to say JJ. I thought it would be Mo. It is, I don't know, it's both of them, but again the metric is just like, I don't know. I really loved Mo. I actually really loved Lin as well. But you know how you said JJ was like, I'm here, I'm a superstar, it's kind of more about me? I'm okay with that, if you're that good.
Yeah,
if you're that good. And how you said Mo was like less emotive compared to A-lin, let's say.
Yeah.
Maybe so, but the thing she's doing with her voice punched me in the dick. So it almost like, for me, it puts me there anyway. But I know what you're saying.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. I don't think I've ever been this evasive in one of these comparison videos because
It's a hard one.
and even the original singer I think is like a little bit more like quaint or something. I don't know what word I'd use.
Well, to be fair, she was the only one that's unedited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I appreciate the original artist always in that the original artist of a song is always going to be an inspiration. For whatever anybody does with it, they created shapes and bends that will forever be because of them. So I give her, I don't know. I really enjoyed this entire series. That's the best I can do.
Okay, fine.
I remember all of the things that I thought I wanted to be.
One of the most common mistakes I hear when people are performing riffs is missing the second to last note. I hear a lot of mushy mushy poo poo that sounds like B. This guy gets skipped. Slow your riffs down and pay close attention to the second last note.